all the way maybe to 37. The resistance were to be broken for more than a month. We have seen 29 to about 31. So upside targets, the Singapore bank stocks, DBS, OCBC and UOB has been rather lackluster over the past month, right? Moving sideways, a little bit boring, and pretty much nothing in action. But what happens is that over the past few days, it seems like all of them have woken up, right? They have broken what we call a very key resistance level, and there could potentially be more upside. Hey guys, Joey here, top tier MyZero trader in Phillip Securities, and in this video, I'll be talking about the charts, right? I'll be analyzing the charts for each of the three Singapore banks, DBS, OCBC and UOB, to see where we are right now, what has happened over the past few months, and more importantly, where can we actually head to? What are some of the new upside targets that has been revised higher, and what could you potentially do with it? So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end if you are looking to get in on the banks, maybe to get out. So I'm sure you have a better idea of what to do after watching this video. So if you like this video, guys, go give me a like, smash the subscribe button, and I'll hit the follow button so that you will not miss out on any videos like this. So let's go on to the first bank right now, DBS. So this is DBS group stock right over here, trading at about 36.59. So let me just do a quick recap of what has happened for DBS over the past few months. So you can see that for DBS, right, since like February, right, we have broken this very key psychological resistance at about $30, which we have been trading below, I would say, for more than a year. Right over here, you can see that we broke this resistance level, $30. There were signs of the uptrend forming as well. So maybe we broke that $30. You can see it started to push up from February, March, April, 31, 32, 33, and we started to see some consolidation, right, over the past month. Since May, you can see the range was at about $35. You can see $35, maybe all the way to around $36.20. So it's just moving sideways. The short-term trend in terms of the 20 days moving average line, you can see it was pointing up. Then it started to point sideways, which means that we have turned into a short-term sideways consolidation. So support has been found at $35. So buyers were kind of like coming back to bargain hunt, and in fact the support became a little bit higher from 35, maybe shifted to a little bit higher, maybe about $35.30, and we started to consolidate a little bit tighter. So when we see like a consolidation, it could guide us to get in as well near like a support level, or if the resistance were to be broken out. So for more than a month, we have seen some selling right over here around $36.20, whereby I actually saw a couple of bearish candles came back down. In fact, last week we saw bearish candles as well, came back down. But what happens is that today, right now, we have broken, right, quite a firm bullish move, a break above this $36.20. So if it breaks a resistance and it stays above it, that is where potentially upside targets can be raised even higher, as we have got out of this more than a month sideways consolidation. So what would be the upside targets right now? I would say that upside targets could be revised all the way maybe to $37 to $38. That could be the revised higher targets for DBS. And you know, when we stay above that 36.20, that would now be like a new support. So resistance would turn to a support. So let me just turn this line from red to green in color. So if we stay above this green, like this $36.20, or maybe even above that $36, right, psychological level, I think the uptrend looks intact. We can finally move on to a higher phase, right? So this is DBS. It looks quite bullish because we have spotted some really good break of this resistance level. Alerts have been triggered, right? We alerted to it, so it looks pretty good, and that's what you could actually watch as well to ride even more upside. Okay, so let's take a look at the next bank, and that would be OCBC, trading at about $14.67 right now. So guys, if you like this video, alright, and you want to get some of those ideas like this faster by WhatsApp daily, right, make sure you click on the button below this video. I'll place the button below or the link below this video, whereby, you know, come on board as a VIP client of mine in Phillip Securities, whereby we do share ideas like this daily by WhatsApp, much faster, with like a picture of the chart, a little description, and that's where we'll broadcast it out to our VIP clients in Phillip Securities. So especially if you're like trading in Singapore, you have a trading account in Singapore, and then you don't get any service from your own broker, you know, no ideas, no videos, no WhatsApp, no trading, no idea who your broker even is, make sure you check it out, right? The link's right below this video. So let me just go to talk about OCBC right now. You can see that for OCBC, we have been in a very gentle, I would say, uptrend, right, since last year. In fact, we have been kept below this resistance level, about $13. Right over here, there was a resistance level we were trading below, but you could see that each time we neared it, came back down, but it was a very gentle uptrend until we finally broke above this $13 resistance somewhere in March. Even the 1350 resistance gave way as well. So the uptrend kind of like accelerated a little bit from like very gentle to a little bit more firmer. All right, and over the past like 1 month since May, same thing like DBS, we have seen a bit of a sideways consolidation. So we look at the short-term trend, we look at the 20 days moving average. You can see it was like pointing up, very gently up, but for more than a month, you can see that the 20 days moving average has started to flatten out. Same thing, right? It means that we are in a sideways consolidation. And what was the range? Well, I think the range was somewhere around like $14.10, right? $14.10 all the way to around $14.60, right? So $14.10 to $14.60 is like a 50 cents range, right? That was the range. You can see went up, came back down, up. And what happens is that today, right? Today, we are actually attempting to break this $14.60 resistance. I mean, now it's like 14.67, which is above $14.60, correct? All right, so if we were to stay above, I mean, it's only like 1 day, I mean, it's still running right now, the market is not closed, but if we were to stay above that $14.60 today or tomorrow, over the next few days, that could be another confirmation whereby, you know, we have got out of this more than a month or close to 2 months consolidation, and we can potentially start to move even higher. What would be the upside targets? Well, I think upside targets could be revised from like 14.60 maybe all the way up to 15 to maybe even $15.50. And when that happens, I would say that the 20 days moving average, this green line, will also start to slope back up. That means the short-term trend has turned from like sideways to now potentially moving up as well, right? So you watch this level. I think anything above that, 14.60, or maybe to give a bit of allowance above $14.50 right now, looks pretty bullish. It seems like there could be more momentum coming back for OCBC. So let's talk about the final Singapore bank, and that would be UOB. So if you found some value so far, go ahead to give me a like, smash the subscribe button, the follow button, so that you will not miss out on any videos like this when we share them in the future as well, and it will really help out the channel, right? So let's talk about UOB right now. So this is UOB, right, trading at about $31.57, right? Starting to push higher. I'll come to that in a bit, but let's take a look at what has happened over the past few months. So you can see that for UOB, right, we have found a very key resistance level somewhere around that $29. For more than a year since 2023, you can see that we have been capped below it. We hit it to there, we sold off a couple of touches, but somewhere around like April, right? April, we broke that $29, started to push up. You can see the short-term trend also started to point up. And, we saw a little bit of resistance coming back right over here. This is a key level, that $31 for, I would say, 1 over month, almost 2 months. 31 is a bit of a resistance. You can see we kind of like, touch it or near it, sold back down, sold back down a little bit. All right, but as we sold off, you can see buyers are starting to come back near about $30 as well, right? So 31 is a very key resistance level that in order for the uptrend to continue, same thing, we need to break it, we need to stay above it, and it seems like this is what is happening over the past few days. So just a couple of days back, we managed to see a close, right? A close above that $31. So we kind of like close at about $31.11 last week, and it stayed above as well over the past few days. Today, right, not only it stayed above, but it is attempting to push to a new high, right? So you can see this resistance level, the $31, right, would now turn into a new support level. So let me just turn this line to green in color, and as long as we stay above that $31, I think this stock looks bullish. Same thing like DBS and OCBC, if they stay above that new higher support level, there could potentially be more upside. Upside targets can be revised higher, right? And you can see for UOB, right, this 20 days moving average, like, which was sloping up since like March and April, right? after breaking that $29 as well. Alright, it started to flatten out, but it was slightly still pointing up, and right now you can see this green line, it's starting to point up even more aggressively, right? Because we have broken this key resistance, right? So what would be the target? So I would say that for targets for UOB, right, it seems to be doing what we call like a $2 range each time. This used to be the range like about 27 to 29, and then it became from about 29 to about 31. So upside targets perhaps could be revised, $1 or $2. So let's put it as maybe about $33. This would be like maybe a resistance level right over here. So upside targets could be anywhere from like 32 to 33. That's where we might see a bit of consolidation again. We might find a higher support level again, and you could also lock in some profits near there, right? So this is UOB, looks pretty good. We are attempting to push a little bit higher, anything above that $31 new support levels. I think this stock still looks pretty bullish. So there we have it, guys. This is a quick chart analysis on the three Singapore banks, DBS, OCBC and UOB. All of them seems to have woken up. As I mentioned, they have broke a key resistance, and there could be more upside. So make sure you want to put them in your watch list, and more importantly, take note of where some selling can happen again, and you might want to take some profit off as well, take some money off the table as well. Right, so Joey here, thank you so much for watching, and guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, the subscribe button. That will really help out the channel. And if you want to get some of those ideas, as I say, much faster by WhatsApp on a daily basis, click on the link below this video around it. Alright, I'll put the link there. Find out as to how you can become a VIP client of mine in Phillip Securities for free. There's no additional cost. If you are trading in Singapore, you have a trading account and you are not getting any service from your own broker, check it out. Alright, that's where we have some services, ideas, videos, private trainings that will be shared to you at zero, at no additional cost. It's pretty much the same as whatever you pay when you are trading as well. Alright, so Joey here, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to see you in the next video. Take care.